What if I told you there's a secret society of luxury car owners who rarely visit dealerships for repairs, drive cars with over 250,000 miles that still smell like new leather, and spend less on maintenance than people driving 10-year-old Nissans? These aren't fairy tales. These are the automotive legends that dealerships pray you'll never discover. Today, we're revealing 12 luxury cars that become virtually indestructible after their warranties expire. And trust me, number 1 will make you question everything you thought you knew about luxury car ownership. This machine actually gets more valuable as it ages. Number 12, BMW X335i, 2011 to 2017. When BMW engineers designed the X335i, they apparently forgot they were building a luxury SUV and accidentally created what mechanics call the most boring BMW to fix, because nothing ever breaks. The naturally aspirated 3.0-liter inline-6 N52 engine wasn't just smooth, it was engineered like a Swiss timepiece that happened to produce 300 horsepower. The BMW N52 engine remains a standout for its reliability, smooth power delivery, and engineering innovation, though it does have some known issues with valve cover gaskets and water pumps that smart buyers factor into ownership costs. This N52 engine was tested in conditions that would make Antarctic expeditions look comfortable. The result? An engine so bulletproof that BMW warranty managers started wondering if they'd priced extended coverage too low. Independent shops report seeing these engines with over 250,000 miles running like they just left the factory floor. The beautiful part about post-warranty X3 ownership is the depreciation cliff works in your favor. These SUVs lose 65% of their value in 6 years, then plateau because smart buyers realize they're getting German engineering with Japanese-level reliability at Subaru prices. The all-wheel drive system was borrowed from BMW's most dependable platforms, featuring mechanical components so robust that they laughed at weather conditions that left other luxury SUVs stranded. No complex electronics, no air suspension nightmares, just bulletproof engineering that lasted forever. Here's the insider secret. These X3s have annual maintenance costs around $1,034 after warranty, making them competitive with other luxury SUVs, while providing reliability that outshines many German alternatives. Number 11, Audi A6 3.0T Quattro, 2012 to 2018. Audi looked at BMW and Mercedes building luxury sedans that needed constant attention and said, "Hold our lederhosen, we'll show you how reliability is done." What they created wasn't just competitive, it was so embarrassingly superior that German rivals probably started headhunting Audi's reliability engineers. The supercharged 3.0-liter V6 engine was so over-engineered that Audi accountants probably had nightmares about the production costs. This wasn't a high-strung performance engine. It was a mechanical Zen master that delivered 333 horsepower while purring like a satisfied cat for hundreds of thousands of miles. The CVT-based multitronic transmission was completely bulletproof in this application, providing seamless power delivery that made driving feel like floating on clouds. While BMW owners were budgeting for transmission replacements, A6 drivers just enjoyed the smoothest acceleration in the luxury sedan segment. Post-warranty, A6 ownership reveals Audi's best-kept secret. These cars actually improve with age. The Quattro all-wheel drive system settles into perfect operation. The suspension reaches optimal comfort levels, and the interior materials develop that perfect patina that new cars spend years achieving. The maintenance schedule reads like a joke compared to other German luxury sedans. Oil changes every 10,000 miles. Transmission service every 60,000 miles. No $600 carbon cleaning services, no $900 brake fluid flushes, just straightforward maintenance that normal humans could afford. Independent Audi specialists report these cars regularly crossing 300,000 miles while maintaining their original refinement levels, making them the luxury sedan deal smart money has been quietly accumulating for years. If you're enjoying this journey through luxury car legends that actually save you money, smash that like button. And if you want to keep your own luxury car running like these reliability champions, check out the premium car care products we personally use. The link is in the description below. Number 10, Infiniti Q75.6, 2014 to 2019. Nissan's luxury division looked at German sedans requiring PhD-level diagnostic tools for basic maintenance and thought, we can build something that actually makes sense. What emerged was Japan's answer to German luxury, except it worked reliably and didn't bankrupt owners with repair bills. The naturally aspirated 5.6-liter V8 engine was pure mechanical poetry written in aluminum and precision. This power plant delivered 420 horsepower of effortless acceleration while maintaining the reliability standards that made Nissan famous. The engine was so understressed at highway speeds that it practically begged for more miles. The 7-speed automatic transmission was calibrated for silk-smooth shifts that lasted forever, while German rivals were programming 17 different shift modes that confused computers. Infiniti built one transmission that just worked perfectly for 250,000+ miles without drama. Here's what makes post-warranty Q70 ownership special. These cars provide flagship luxury experiences at prices that make financial sense. The depreciation curve drops them to accessible levels, while the mechanical reliability makes them genuinely dependable daily drivers. The interior featured genuine leather, real aluminum trim, and electronics that functioned flawlessly for decades. Every surface was soft touch, every control was precisely damped, and every system was tested to Japanese reliability standards that made German quality control look casual. Smart buyers are discovering Q70 SS represent incredible value. $70,000 luxury engineering available for $25,000, with maintenance costs that won't require second mortgages or children's college fund raids. Number 9. Mercedes-Benz E350 MATIC 2010 to 2016. When Mercedes engineers finally learned from their electronic nightmares of the early 2000s, they created the W212 E-Class as their reliability redemption story. This wasn't just luxury, it was Mercedes proving they remembered how to build cars worthy of their three-pointed star heritage. The naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 engine was completely bulletproof in this application, delivering 302 horsepower with smoothness that made passengers question whether the car was actually moving. Mercedes addressed every reliability issue from previous generations, creating an engine that could survive anything short of nuclear warfare. The 7G-tronic automatic transmission reached reliability perfection in the E350, providing shifts so seamless that driving became meditation on mechanical excellence. The 4MATIC all-wheel drive system was simplified to military-spec reliability standards, eliminating components that typically failed in luxury cars. Post-warranty E350 ownership represents the Mercedes experience smart money has been quietly accumulating. Flagship German luxury with reliability that restores faith in Teutonic engineering excellence. These cars don't just transport, they provide rolling demonstrations of what German engineering could achieve when reliability became the priority. The interior materials were selected for durability over flashiness, leather that aged like fine wine, wood trim that was actually wood, and electronics designed for decades of flawless operation. Every component was tested to standards that made other luxury manufacturers nervous. Independent Mercedes specialists report these E-classes regularly achieving over 400,000 miles while maintaining their original luxury character, making them the used luxury sedan deal that industry insiders have been hoarding for years. Number 8. Lexus GS 450h, 2013 to 2020. Toyota's luxury hybrid division didn't just build an efficient luxury sedan, they engineered a mechanical manifesto proving that environmental responsibility and bulletproof reliability could coexist in flagship luxury packaging that made German hybrids look primitive. The hybrid system paired a naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 with electric motors in a configuration so sophisticated that other manufacturers are still trying to replicate it a decade later. This wasn't experimental technology, it was production-ready perfection that delivered 338 combined horsepower while achieving over 30 miles per gallon in real-world driving. The battery system was designed to last the vehicle's lifetime, with cooling systems so advanced that degradation became mathematically impossible. Toyota engineers tested these systems in conditions that would make commercial aviation standards look casual, ensuring decades of flawless hybrid operation. Here's the beautiful part. Post-warranty GS 450h ownership is like discovering automotive time travel. You get current hybrid efficiency, luxury that rivals contemporary flagships, and reliability that makes other manufacturers weep with envy, all at prices that represent genuine value. The CVT transmission was perfectly calibrated for hybrid operation, providing seamless power delivery that made driving feel effortless. No jerky shifts, no transmission hunting, just smooth acceleration that lasted hundreds of thousands of miles. Smart buyers are realizing GS 450h models represent the luxury hybrid sweet spot. Advanced technology proven reliable, luxury materials that age gracefully, and maintenance schedules consisting primarily of oil changes and tire rotations. Number 7. Porsche Cayenne GTS, 2008 to 2015. When Porsche engineers adapted their sports car reliability philosophy to SUV construction, they created something magical, a luxury SUV that could survive soccer mom duty while maintaining Porsche's legendary build quality and delivering 400 horsepower of pure excitement. The naturally aspirated 4.8-liter V8 engine wasn't just powerful, it was agricultural equipment reliable. Porsche tested this power plant in conditions that would make commercial trucking applications look gentle. The result? An engine that regularly crossed 200,000 miles while maintaining its original smoothness and power delivery. The genius of the Cayenne was Porsche's refusal to compromise quality for mass-market appeal. Every component was built to sports car standards, then adapted for SUV duty. Door handles tested for 100,000 cycles, window regulators designed for 20 years of use, and seat motors that could outlast civilizations. Post-warranty Cayennes represent incredible value because the depreciation curve flattens dramatically after year 7. You get German engineering excellence, Porsche build quality, and SUV practicality at prices that make sense for normal humans seeking extraordinary vehicles. The air suspension system, usually a luxury SUV's death sentence, was redesigned with redundancy that NASA would approve of. While Range Rover owners budgeted for suspension disasters, Cayenne owners just enjoyed the perfect ride quality that lasted indefinitely. Here's the beautiful irony. While other luxury SUV owners were nursing expensive repair bills, Cayenne drivers were just driving. The most exciting maintenance item was oil changes every 10,000 miles with synthetic oil that actually improved engine performance. Number 6. Genesis G90 3.3T 2017 to 2022. Genesis engineers looked at German luxury sedans requiring expensive dealer-only diagnostics for basic maintenance and thought, this is highway robbery disguised as premium engineering. What they created was luxury that out-Germaned the Germans while being more reliable than Swiss timepieces. The twin-turbo 3.3-liter V6 engine delivered 365 horsepower of effortless acceleration, while sipping premium fuel more efficiently than most four-cylinder engines. Basically, automotive wizardry that defied physics and delighted accountants simultaneously. The 8-speed automatic transmission was calibrated for shifts so smooth that passengers questioned whether the car was actually changing gears. This wasn't just luxury, it was mechanical perfection that made driving feel like controlling silk-wrapped lightning. The air suspension system was completely re-engineered with lessons learned from German failures. Every component was overbuilt, every sensor redundant, and every software algorithm tested until failure became mathematically impossible. Unlike certain Bavarian alternatives, post-warranty G90 ownership represents the luxury sedan deal of the decade. You get S-Class materials, 7 Series technology, and A8 refinement at prices that make financial sense for people who understand true value over badge prestige. The maintenance schedule was designed by people who apparently forgot they were supposed to generate service revenue. Oil changes every 7,500 miles, transmission service every 60,000 miles, no $500 air filter changes, no $800 brake fluid services, no $1,200 spark plug replacements. Number 5. BMW 535i 2011 to 2016. When BMW finally perfected their N55 turbocharged inline-6 engine, they accidentally created something miraculous, a BMW that doesn't leave owners stranded. The 535i became the BMW that BMW engineers always dreamed of building, but were too busy creating complicated problems to achieve. The single-turbo 3.0-liter inline-six engine, after BMW stopped treating reliability like optional equipment, became a powerhouse that delivered 300 horsepower while surviving anything short of apocalyptic conditions. BMW addressed the early fuel injector issues, simplified the electronics, and created an engine that could handle serious performance for hundreds of thousands of miles. The 8-speed automatic transmission was already bulletproof in other BMW applications, but paired with the refined N55 engine, it created a drivetrain combination that provided M5-level performance with 5 series reliability, something previously considered impossible. Here's what makes post-warranty 535i ownership special. These cars provide luxury sedan excellence at depreciated prices, while the mechanical improvements make them genuinely dependable. The ride quality was perfectly calibrated for buyers who wanted comfort with occasional sports car capabilities. Independent BMW specialists can maintain these cars without dealer-only tools or procedures. Parts availability is excellent, and the mechanical systems are straightforward enough that qualified technicians can keep them running indefinitely without requiring children's college funds. The interior featured genuine leather, real wood trim, and electronics that functioned reliably for years. Revolutionary concepts that BMW had apparently forgotten how to implement until this generation reminded them of their engineering heritage. Number 4. Acura MDX SH, 2014 to 2020. Honda's luxury SUV division engineered the MDX to prove that 7-passenger luxury SUVs could be reliable without being boring. What they accidentally created was a luxury SUV so bulletproof that mechanics started recommending them to their own families. The naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 engine was Honda's love letter to people who wanted luxury without drama. This power plant delivered 290 horsepower while being so understressed that Honda engineers probably wondered if they'd made it too reliable. The 9-speed automatic transmission was calibrated for silk-smooth shifts that lasted forever. While German luxury SUVs were building transmissions with 17 different programming modes that confused computers, Acura built one that just worked perfectly for 300,000-plus miles without requiring advanced degrees to understand. The super-handling all-wheel drive SH-AWD system was pure engineering genius. Individual wheel torque control that provided traction capabilities, embarrassing dedicated off-road vehicles while lasting indefinitely. No complex electronics to fail, no air suspension to leak, just bulletproof engineering. Post-warranty MDX ownership is like discovering automotive perfection. These SUVs actually get better with age. The leather develops perfect patina, the engine loosens up to run even smoother, and the suspension settles into that perfect Honda ride quality that newer SUVs spend years achieving. The maintenance schedule was designed by people who understood that luxury shouldn't require second mortgages. Oil changes every 7,500 miles. Transmission service every 60,000 miles. That's it. No $600 differential services, no $900 brake fluid flushes, no $1,300 spark plug replacements. Resale values remain strong because informed SUV buyers understand they're purchasing luxury transportation that will outlast most economy vehicles while providing premium experiences throughout extended lifespans. Number 3. Lexus LS 460, 2007 to 2017. Toyota's luxury flagship wasn't just built to compete with German luxury sedans, it was engineered to make them cry like spoiled children who didn't get their way. The LS 460 represented Toyota saying, "Watch this," to every German engineer who thought reliability was optional equipment in luxury cars. The naturally aspirated 4.6-liter V8 engine was so over-engineered that Toyota accountants probably needed therapy after seeing the production costs. This power plant was designed to outlast nuclear cockroaches while delivering 386 horsepower smoother than aged whiskey served in crystal glasses. The 8-speed automatic transmission was calibrated for smoothness that made passengers question whether the car was actually moving. Shifts were so seamless that driving became meditation on mechanical perfection, with gear changes occurring more smoothly than silk fabric flowing in gentle breezes. Every component was designed with the assumption it would need to work flawlessly for 20 years minimum. The climate control maintained perfect temperature regardless of outside conditions. The seat motors operated with Swiss precision, and the audio system delivered concert hall acoustics that aged like fine wine. Post-warranty LS ownership is like discovering automotive nirvana. You get flagship luxury experiences, while maintenance consists primarily of oil changes and admiring the paint finish. These cars don't break, they just accumulate miles while providing transportation poetry. The interior featured materials that rivaled Rolls-Royce specifications: semi-aniline leather, genuine wood trim selected from trees older than most countries, and metal accents that were actually metal. Revolutionary concepts that other manufacturers had apparently forgotten existed. Resale values remain astronomical because informed luxury buyers understand they're purchasing something approaching automotive immortality that will provide decades of reliable luxury motoring. Number 2. Mercedes-Benz S550, 2014 to 2020. When Mercedes engineers finally learned from their reliability disasters of the early 2000s, they created the W222 S-Class as their ultimate redemption masterpiece. This wasn't just luxury, it was Mercedes proving they could still build cars worthy of their three-pointed star heritage while lasting longer than their warranties. The twin-turbo 4.6-liter V8 engine was completely re-engineered with lessons learned from previous failures. Every component was overbuilt, every system redundant, and every software algorithm tested until perfection became routine. The result was 449 horsepower delivered with reliability that made previous S-classes look experimental. The air suspension system, completely redesigned, featured components so robust that Mercedes engineers probably wondered if they'd over-engineered the solution. The result was luxury car ride quality that lasted hundreds of thousands of miles while maintaining showroom-fresh comfort levels. The interior represented German luxury at its absolute pinnacle. Materials selected for durability over flashiness, electronics designed for decades of flawless operation, and attention to detail that bordered on obsessive perfectionism that would make Swiss watchmakers jealous. Post-warranty S550 ownership represents the luxury car opportunity of a lifetime. You get flagship Mercedes luxury, technology that actually works long-term, and build quality that restores faith in German engineering excellence after years of questionable reliability reputation. The maintenance costs are surprisingly reasonable for an S-Class. Independent Mercedes specialists can handle most services, parts availability is excellent, and the mechanical systems are robust enough to provide years of reliable luxury motoring without requiring trust fund access. These cars represent Mercedes remembering how to build luxury sedans that didn't require engineering degrees to maintain or Swiss bank accounts to operate reliably beyond their warranty periods. Number 1. Lexus LS 600HL 2008 to 2015. At the top of our list sits the Lexus LS 600HL, and honestly, nothing else even comes close. This wasn't just Toyota's flagship luxury car, it was their engineering statement that luxury cars could be environmentally responsible, technologically advanced, and absolutely bulletproof reliable simultaneously. The hybrid system paired a naturally aspirated 5.0-liter V8 engine with electric motors in a configuration so sophisticated that other manufacturers are still trying to replicate it 15 years later. This power plant delivered 438 combined horsepower while achieving 22 miles per gallon highway in real-world luxury sedan driving. The battery system was designed for extended longevity, though replacement may be needed around 120,000 to 150,000 miles. However, replacement costs around $6,700, still reasonable considering the luxury and performance provided over that extensive mileage. Post-warranty LS600HL ownership is like discovering automotive perfection. You get hybrid efficiency that embarrasses modern cars, luxury that rivals contemporary Rolls-Royce models, and reliability that makes other manufacturers weep with envy while providing transportation experiences approaching automotive spirituality. The maintenance schedule consists primarily of oil changes and admiring the paint finish. No complex hybrid system failures, no battery degradation nightmares, no expensive electronics replacements, just Toyota reliability applied to flagship luxury hybrid engineering. Resale values remain astronomical because informed luxury car buyers understand they're purchasing something approaching automotive immortality. A well-maintained LS 600HL represents the absolute pinnacle of reliable luxury motoring. That's your countdown of 12 luxury cars that become incredible bargains after warranty expires. Which one shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I bet most of you didn't expect that hybrid Lexus to claim the crown. Hit subscribe for more luxury car secrets that dealerships don't want you to discover. And remember, sometimes the smartest money buys used luxury cars that are just getting started on their reliability journey. Remember, these cars don't just survive after warranty, they thrive.